Hello and welcome back to another review, folks. Today we're reviewing on the LEGO Scooby-Doo set known as 75904, the Mystery Mansion set. This has 7 minifigures including Scooby, 4 of which are actually exclusive to this set, 860 pieces and retailed for $89.99 USD when it was first released in 2015. Now without further ado, let's go on to our minifigures. So going into our Mystery Inc. gang first, we have of course Shaggy and Scooby in their normal costumes and expressions, Daphne, which is actually the exact same one you actually find in the Haunted Lighthouse set, and of course our most exclusive Velma that you can only find in this set over here. Personally, I feel that all of these minifigures are pretty well done, especially down to their leg prints right there and expressions. Everything looks like what they would be like in the TV show, so it's pretty good. Of course, that aside, we also have quite a selection of villains included in this set as well, which includes like Dracula, Big Bob Oakley, Phantom, Bluestone the Great, and the Black Knight Wickles, all of which are actually very impressive just because they are staying true to the law of Scooby-Doo and they're actually real characters in TV show as well. And just look at their accurate secondary face expressions as well, it looks magnificent. And since I'm on the topic of secondary expressions, I might as well kind of give you a look at all of the back torsos and secondary expressions of all our minifigures over here. Looks pretty well done, I would say. And that's kind of it for our minifigures. Have to admit, it's a pretty decent selection. Now without further ado, let's go on to a set design. On to the set design, first off, let's get the simple stuff out of the way. We have this mini build over here, which is basically Mystery Inc. motorcycle that has a spot to actually put your backpack and place 2 minifigures on it as such, as you can see over here. And yeah, that's about it for the side build, but otherwise, of course, we move on to our main build over here, which is this enormous castle, which is actually known as the Grimsby Mansion, as mentioned in the LEGO Scooby-Doo Nighttime Terror movie. If you guys haven't watched it, it's actually a pretty casual and fun movie to watch, so I highly recommend it. But yeah, anyways, back to this. Looking at the appearance of the whole castle, I would say I'm quite satisfied with how crooked and unstable the build kind of looks. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. But yeah, just considering this was actually from 2015, before LEGO actually made a lot of the new flexible parts they have that has some curves to it, it's actually quite impressive how they actually replicated the rundown vibes of the castles, adding like vegetations, these planks over here, maybe adding some slants to its design as well. Just looks nice and like how a haunted mansion is supposed to look like, which is really nice and really cool. Of course, aside from that, there are some hidden tricks to this set as well, which is the fact that you can actually review this Mr. Dracula at the top of the tower with the Bravo kind of gear at the back, as shown over here. I know it's pretty cool, right? And it's definitely a plus point to this set. Other than this trick, well, the castle can actually pull off other stunts as well, which is actually within the castle itself. So let me show you what is inside. So inside our castle, including the balcony, we have technically 5 compartments. For the one on the right, we have Eugene, the Venus flytrap pad of Augustus Grimsby in the greenhouse. So this flytrap was actually shown during the Nighttime Terror movie as well. So if you want to know more, you can definitely watch the movie. And if you want to see Eugene up close though, you can do so as well by simply popping him off the studs. Of course, aside from Eugene, we also have other decoration of the greenhouse, which includes some jack-o'-lanterns, bone, and even the stickers that you saw in the windows at the front earlier. I'll just show you a pop-up picture of here. And yeah, that totally covers our greenhouse. Of course, to our left, we have another compartment as well, which is where this mechanism, or so say the stunt, is actually located. So this is a booby trap for our Mystery Inc. gang. So it might look like an easy entry to the castle, but the moment you enter, this rotational mechanism comes into play, and that might be it for our gang. They might be dead, So you get a giant spike ball in your face, and it looks like an ouch to me. But of course, if you do survive the spike ball, you have the honor of seeing the portrait of the great Augustus Grimsby, which I mentioned earlier, the original owner of the mansion who has long since passed. Love this little reference to the movie. And yeah, of course, aside from this, if you survive the ordeal, do make sure to actually take the golden key from beneath the floor tile as well. So this might actually lead the gang towards some treasures later on, which I'll probably mention. So yeah, but anyways, before I go on to our left compartment, I also wanted to show you something else on top. So aside from the bevel kind of mechanism I showed you earlier, you actually have this printed coffin over here as well, which you can put Dracula into if you so wanted to. So yeah, I just love this printed piece. I love it when sets get printed piece. It's just kind of rare these days, especially in current age. So yeah. And now with that, if we move on to the left compartment I mentioned earlier, as you can actually see, we have the filthy kitchen of the mansion with its rat-infested floors and stained cupboards. In this kitchen, while there is nothing of price within your oven or cupboards, there are actually some pretty good things. A pot, for example, a water basin, and most importantly, a burger which looks like it can fit perfectly into the mouth of, Scooby and Shaggy. And last but not least, it's actually printed, which is really cool. And yeah, narrative aside though, I have to say, it's always nice to see, this kind of builds over here that kind of looks dirty in appearance, just kind of shows that, Lego kind of put some effort into it. So yeah, the scrapping style and all. Of course, going up our final zone, we have, this section over here with its creepy looking locked case within, which kind of makes sense the whole continuum of things, because I bet this is what you were supposed to unlock with the golden key we found earlier with the booby trap room, And once you actually unlock it with the golden key, well, what you see within is this treasure over here of 3 gold bars. Wow, and that is actually all for our set design. Now looking at the full set after going through the bits and pieces, for aesthetics I have to give it a 10 out of 10. It's such a sophisticated look and wonderful figures to go with it. Considering it's the biggest set, I'm actually not that surprised, but it's just really nice, especially the discrepant look of the designs, especially interior and exterior as well, because everything is quite well done. For functionality, considering this is a playset, though the mechanisms are pretty cool with the review of Dracula and booby trapping one of the rooms and all, I feel that there was a missed opportunity, which is the fact whereby they didn't at least put like a trapdoor mechanism in the final room where the treasure chest is at. I feel that they could have easily done that, and it could have added a bit of more danger towards that room, since that's where the treasure is hidden and all. So because of that, I would actually give it a 7 out of 10 for the missed opportunity. So yeah. Last for price to piece though, for 860 pieces and 89.99 USD, each of this piece will be around 10 cents, which would be average at a point in time. Thus I will give it a 7 out of 10 as well for price. And with that, this set lands directly at the starting line of the A grade, and I'm glad to add it into my collection. I'm a huge Scooby-Doo fan, so I was really glad when I got this set and built it up. And now it's actually on one of my display shelves. So yeah. Anyways, I highly recommend all of you in getting it, especially if you find it on a good price, say on Wickles or other sites. And for reference, I actually got mine for around 165 SGD. So yeah, that'll be all for today. And I hope you enjoyed the review so far, and if you do make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next one. Nox Lumos and Toodles. Ciao.